Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
Do you want Caleb to say it?
Yes, please do the intro.
Caleb's never listened to an episode of our show in the day of his life. He doesn't know what
Everybody, welcome to the Growing Green Podcast.
Solid, yeah.
Is that how we do it?
That's how you do it.
If my throat was in optimal
Jeremiah tried it
audio condition.
That was good. That was solid. That was solid.
You tried the kid contractor intro?
Yeah, remember?
No.
Yes, you do.
I
Yes,
do
you
remember
made
that.
fun of
Yes,
him.
you do.
I've
You made
listened-
fun of
I've
him.
Well,
listened to
that's
like
not
two shows.
that uncommon, so.
It was. When I was leaving the other day, you were doing that show with the pergola guy, and I just was walking out the front door and hear you do that, and I'm like, for people that you interview who have no idea,
I
like
don't
no reference
I
to
don't
it,
warn them or anything.
I'm just like, they immediately ask themselves, what are they getting into?
What have I just signed up for? And that was a sponsor of the show, too, and I'm doing it right out the gate with them. And they're like, what have we just committed to? This abomination of a radio show.
Well, welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome into another Marriage Monday. Excited to be here with you for another week. Joined with 3 co-hosts today. Or I'm not going to be I'm going to be a co-host. Who wants to be the host? Savannah, you going to be the host today?
No, you're the host.
Savannah's the MC today.
Really?
And then we have Caleb and Brittany Auman with us today. How are y'all?
What's up? Hello.
great.
Thanks for having us, I think.
Yes.
Don't know where it's going yet. We'll see.
Who knows where it's going to go? Our
Never
shows.
know where these go.
Well, we never
feel
know
like
where
Didn't
they're
someone tell you they needed to have more direction?
Oh, yeah.
What?
And remember?
The shows didn't.
Well, the last show that we were on with y'all, we got told that there was no value. So we have one job in this show.
So you're giving us another chance.
Glad we can do what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here to bring
Ultimate
something.
value.
Valuable
I'm bringing
content.
something.
I
Yep.
wish.
All right,
to
what are you
goodness-
bringing? Because right now where we stand is Caleb is the most lost he's ever been in business.
Oh,
What are you talking
That's not-
about? We don't
why
know.
do we keep saying that? What?
He
that an
opened up. He
inside
confessed.
I first off want to lead with there are 4 adults here rolling silly or what is this?
Freaking Play-Doh.
Silly or Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. I want to know how
Savannah's
y'all get
rolling
it
like-
so
But look
smooth.
at how perfect this
Like,
ball
how
is.
does that happen?
Yeah, Savannah's got like
You
a
had to use your
lumpy
palms.
ball. Brits is like perfect.
No,
Have you
that's
used your
not. It's not.
palms?
Not
She's trying to.
perfect.
She's trying to
You
get as
guys,
good as
you're
mine.
ruining my last
Jeremiah's
chance on the
rolling the
Growing Green
ball,
podcast.
and I
we
just
need to talk
keep-
about something valuable.
And I just keep squishing it into the fish shape inside of me, and then it molds to my fingers. But this is the crazy
like
stuff you deal with here
ultimate
at Growing
perfection.
Green Podcast, folks.
It's
Ultimate
lumpy.
perfect. No, it's not.
Y'all, I can't get these major
Why are we not
creases
videoing
out
this?
of it.
Mine would roll
We
way
should have a
farther
video
down.
right there. This
We'll
should
do
be
an
video.
Instagram
Can
poll.
we-
Whose would roll farther
Okay.
down the street?
We have
Let's
to
roll 'em
move
down the
on
street.
from the Play-Doh.
Let's roll them
No
down the
one's
street.
listening.
Everyone is listening. This is high value
For about 15 more
entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb's lost in business. We're going to 1-3 this year. We're going to 6:30.
Oh, you were throwing it out
seconds.
there.
Boy, we're
okay.
calling the shot. Oh, boy.
What the
We're doing
heck?
it. It's public knowledge. We're going for it.
That was
Winner calls their
intense.
All right.
shot.
So
Okay.
6:30. What a joke.
What do you want to know about that?
we got a long way to go. We both do.
Yeah,
How are we going to do it? What'd you say?
we sure do.
Um,
No, but in all seriousness, that is our goal.
the goal, right?
That is the goal.
That is the goal.
And
Top line to the moon.
Top line to the moon, Jeremiah. That's all
now that we
matters. That's
have
right.
that figured out, I'm going to post it on our fridge and on our bedroom mirror and on our doors
Everywhere.
in the office.
Manifest.
And we're going to
Manifest.
just make it happen.
How are you going to make it happen?
Ask me in about 2 weeks, and I should have a better game plan.
Well, what's going to happen? How
One
it's
more
going to
week
happen
of
is $5,000 a day of production. That's just what it comes down to.
Is that really what it comes down to?
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah, we
I
did
think
the
that's a rough
math
number. I
couple
figured.
days
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it was 200 working days.
Yeah, we did that math
Maybe.
with them.
So what does that mean we have to have? We're half of that. That means we have to have 2,500 a day?
Sure.
230 actually, or something. Yeah, whatever it was. So
So
yeah,
when you break it down like that, it's
Oh,
not
that's
as
scary.
Which is really so. That's one of the things that I've learned a lot about is 1.3 million sounds like a ton of money, right?
Yeah.
But
which
when
is hilarious because Mark Bradley's company or any company that does 50 mil, that's what they do a week.
Yeah, I mean, some of
It's
wild.
insane to think about that, and that's our whole year's revenue. Like, makes me feel so junior varsity.
but like with all
That's
goals,
freshman
if
team,
you break
buddy.
them down and
That's
you make
freshman
them
even?
attainable
Right.
in daily pieces,
I'm junior high.
then I think that's what will.
Well, I feel grade school.
I think that's what will the little wins. So
Right.
like, hey, we made it to 100,000. Hey, we're at 250. Like,
Well, it's like what we talked about the other day. Like if y'all land the job you just quoted, like you're a whole percentage on the way there.
Yeah.
yeah, 10 points
Like-
on the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
and so that actually seeing that job come through, which was not come through, but we bid a job that was $150,000 or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, I would
It's
only have to
possible.
find 10 of those.
Yeah.
Because when I think about doing it like $2,000 and $3,000 at a time, it's like, oh boy,
that is
Yeah, it's a
impossible.
mountain.
that
yeah.
is like
And
so
it is.
many
That is
people to deal with,
So much people, as Zeke
so
would
much
say.
people.
Yes.
So much people.
So thinking about it, like it's a total mind game. Like it's however you're willing to approach it. And now I have the approach of like, I need to find those people. The large project, the $150,000 project people, because I think that's the only way we can sanely go above $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do totally agree with that. I was
Caleb's gone again. So let me ask this.
Savannah tells us he's not dying.
He's not.
I'm not convinced of that, but
Oh, okay. He's not.
y'all have thought
He's gonna
about
be
this. I'm genuinely asking this question out of like genuine. What is the word? Curiosity.
Genuinity.
Yeah.
Huh?
Trying to have
Um,
some of the pressure.
If you're trying to like get bigger jobs, do more large scale projects, why do you reach out to your current customer base?
Well,
I'm genuinely like, is there a like, do you think they have potential for that? Do you have clients in your list now that have potential to bring you those jobs?
so I
That's a
would
good
say
question.
what I'm looking for, our current, I still want to build like, I don't know.
One thing about our current clientele base, if you're talking about repeat clients, like I'm okay with doing $5,000 jobs,
Yeah.
whatever, for repeat clients. They know
Of
how we
course,
work.
yeah.
That's easy to like turn and burn. That's cool. The cold call, the new call now that wants a $3,000 project.
Is it a lot harder?
That's what I'm going to be trying to get the courage to say no to, and say no, that's not a good
So
fit
I'm
for us.
I'm playing your role here. You usually play devil's advocate, so
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate in this
hate
situation.
that game.
How do you do that? Like you sit here and like your whole business experience, and this is not me. I'm just trying to have conversation,
Yeah.
spark conversation here, and think deeper. Like your whole business plan, it's always been like that's the clientele you want to work with. Like you like them, they work with you, they know the jobs. But like how, if you want to get to that 1.3 or 2.6, like how long can you go doing $5,000 jobs? No
You
matter who
can't.
your
I mean,
customer is, no matter if it's a good fit or not.
I mean, you can. I mean, there's companies that do it all the time with like a $5,000 product or fire alarm system or whatever, right? Like it's
But not in
whatever,
your line of.
Oh, I wouldn't. No, there's companies that do that all the time. I would like a $5,000 irrigation system or something, right? Like
We couldn't go to
There's-
1.3 with 4 people
With
and
4
do
people, though,
$3,000 jobs. Unless they were all systematized, like, yeah, we're going to plant 5 trees at this property over and over and
we
over.
could because we had a couple months last year that put us on that trajectory, but it was
Yeah, but
it
they
was,
just about killed you. Also.
Yeah, well, I know, and so so it would have to
So.
be. I don't think it's something sustainable that we would want to do, and so to get to your question, Jeremiah, which is a very good question, it is the simple fact that a lot of that clientele base probably isn't going to take us there, but
Yeah.
we still feel like it's a marketing platform to if we want to do pools and total landscapes that we can still market to them, like in case their Aunt Herfenherbler needs that. But there's still
For
a huge shift that we're going to be pursuing.
And by no
Looking
means is this me like,
Yeah,
what's
no.
your marketing plan? I'm just genuinely like,
No,
fact-finding
but we're
mission
going to
here.
be.
Well-
we also have another marketing plan that's going to be geared at strictly clients that are looking for design work, like way heavier design work focused than build work focused, and that's a clientele base we're going to be.
When we market to our existing clientele, and the only way we do that is through our newsletters, or like monthly newsletter or whatever. And I haven't sent those out in, I don't know the last time I sent it out, maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them didn't know that we had a shop now.
Yeah.
They didn't know that we're doing pools now. So a lot of it was just.
And you closed some work off that last year, right?
I did, yeah. And so we got some drainage jobs out. I mean, we got a $10,000 drainage job on the first one that I sent out.
Yeah.
And I sent one out like asking for spring maintenance. And
Fire department heading out.
Or like telling people that we were getting ready to start spring maintenance and get people on the list. And we had a bunch of people reach out through that. So we'll hopefully get work from it because we like most of the people that we've already worked with. But
Brief pause in the action there.
Bring us back, Caleb, because you hit
Fire
the pause.
truck. We heard let's see, a rescue truck.
In a house with how many kids? 7 kids?
6.
Yeah,
We're 6
and
and
so
6.
we thought we heard kid.
Yeah, 6 kids. So we were
Kids hollering, but it turned out I think anyway, it was a fire truck.
all right, you're done. Caleb's out. It's time for Brittany to take over the show here. So the marketing plan you have in place is reaching out and gathering bringing in potentially new jobs from those current clients.
right. And just re-promoting our services that we've expanded on over the years since
Yeah.
we worked with them. And then, to target people with larger jobs like the pool projects and, the $100,000 plus, we've had to shift our marketing and our website entirely just based off of recommendations from mentors and different books that we've been reading. What's the book that we listened to on the way down?
It's called Building a Story Brand.
Yeah, you guys should listen to that.
Yeah, I ordered it when we were talking about it in there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, highly recommend that. It's so far. I'm only halfway through it, but it's just focused me to realize like I need to make it easier for clients to purchase and contact us. Like once they're on the website, they need to be able to like quickly just hit, hey, reach out. Our call to action. We
Like
need
those
to.
little
We need
chat bots,
we need
that
to-
pop
yeah.
up like, hey, how can I help you? I don't know how
Yeah.
much that costs to put on the website.
Well,
but
we just need it. If nothing else, there needs to be a button that they can just push on the website, and bam, an email comes up, somewhat pre-populated or whatever with information, and they reach out to us immediately while they're.
That's
hot
one
and
thing.
heavy.
do
that's
all
one,
business calls go to your cell phone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now they do.
Do you return the call immediately or answer every time?
Yeah, pretty much. That's going into this year something I'm changing pretty heavily. Like it's speed. We were talking about this on our show with Brian the other day. Like my speed of reply is going to
Yeah.
go up a lot this year compared to what it was. Just because, especially like spring rush, but like Christmas lights was the most recent thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like people calling for Christmas lights or message like it is a bang bang. Like we have 30, 40 days to get these things.
Yeah.
Like it's the whole season.
You're talking about the one
essentially.
that you missed just because you were up on the roof.
Yeah,
It
yeah. I was
like
up on a
20
roof
minutes.
one day. It was
Yeah.
20 minutes, and it was like it was a $5,000 job.
It was a massive,
easy.
massive one.
It was
Yeah.
a huge house,
Bummer.
and it was just like God, it sucks.
Was it that? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Well, that's
that was the
something
one
we
with the
looked-
dealership.
That's
Mhm.
something we've considered is hiring an admin
An
or an
admin.
answering service or something like that
Yeah.
to just
Yeah.
I think
automatic answer. every
Jill's
single time.
office or Angie's office or something like that. I've heard of doing that. That's actually something we did though. Speaking of like the ease of access, like we made sure that was a priority with Brighter Benz. When I set that website up, it is like we've got to have 15 or 20 sign up now, call
Book
now,
now.
contact now, book now buttons
Yeah.
on that website. Like no matter what what part you're on, there's a button there that you don't have to move your finger. There's another one. Dang, it must be a house burning down or something. You do not have to move your finger
I
to
don't see anything.
if they're going that way
Oh,
to press call now and
come in
contact.
here.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And so hopefully, hopefully that's where we're going to go with that in the spring is when we get, hopefully we'll get more signups
That
going
one,
into the summer.
Something that's awesome about that business, the Brighter Bins into things, is like, like landscape stuff. We gotta like present a concept and
No,
talk.
there's
Like,
nothing.
no, you could have like you have like the
There's
bath fitter guys at like your home garden shows. Like you literally could hire an old retired guy to sit
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at a home show and like put him on mild commission.
yep.
Like even for contacts to promote, because I love that about that business, man. Like
That was a huge reason we did it.
systematizable, very little back and forth interaction or explaining.
Yep.
You've still got to educate a client on what you're doing, but like
But there's no estimate process.
Yeah.
Like
so there's no
like-
quotes. There's no
Oh my
like.
when we get an
Gosh.
inquiry, you press
Yeah.
like schedule job. That's
yeah,
it.
that's amazing.
Because like pricing is there. They
It's really not
they
even an
select what
inquiry.
pricing they
It's
want.
just signing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
There's no-
so envious of that aspect of that business. Like, oh my gosh.
So we're gonna see what happens with that in the spring and summer. I mean, we started that thing, and the work we got continued through the winter, but there's no signups in the winter,
Yeah, okay.
and that's not something I really processed when we started. We started so late in the year.
We didn't really. That
didn't
was
start
just
till
something we
September.
didn't know. Like we just. Were
Yeah, but
kinda-
if I would have thought about it, I mean, that makes sense.
Have you thought about doing a home show?
Yeah, I actually did. There was one while we were here.
Oh.
I was going to go to, but the one in our city is not. It's promoted terribly. Like the last 2 years, I've missed it because they don't promote it. They promoted it like a week before, and so I didn't even know when it was. I would like to do it next year, but we were going to do the one in Birmingham, the big one, but it was like $2,000 for like a tiny booth.
For which one?
Like at the BGCC,
Yeah. What?
just the Birmingham Home Show.
Oh.
I bet you get your money back.
Yeah, I will consider it next year more for sure. It was one of those that I found late notice. Wasn't prepared for
You
it
take
at
a
all.
dirty trash can in there and a clean one,
Yeah,
and you don't have to do anything else.
yeah. You'd have to just put like some.
Just like a
Just let it
accept
sit there.
checks.
Yeah, accept
Accept
checks.
Yeah.
Swipe here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see
now.
how that thing does. Who knows? Hopefully that will be rocking and rolling in 3 months, but we shall see. Growing Green is kind of our focus right now. What?
Everybody with their plate.
Yeah, the Play-Doh. I know it's ridiculous. That's what happens when you're in a house with 6 kids all week that you got to keep entertained.
Yep.
Well, guys, we usually have had our conversations over the past 2 years with y'all have been somewhat marriage related, parental related. Another year has gone by. This trip with last year, we had pretty in-depth conversations at the kitchen table.
Yep.
Just talking about I forget what all we talked about. We dove into a lot.
There's a lot of parenting stuff.
A lot of the things were one of the things that you said, Brittany, was you don't forget, or you
never know when the last time.
yeah.
It's the last
Something else.
time.
And we've had those. We've had a lot of those since then.
I don't know if we've had a lot. I mean, he's 18 months old, but
But there's a lot of the
Yeah,
there have
the
been
last
there have been
the last bottle.
yeah
the
there have been times where it's is this the last time, you know, and
Yeah.
Savannah's like, don't remind me.
Yeah.
chill
I
out.
caught that for us on the way down. Although I don't know that now it's going to happen, but we were going to send the guys to a training, and they were going to take my truck because it's a couple hours away, and Levi's child seat, full blown child seats in there. And I was like, oh man, when the guys come next week, they're going to take that out so everybody can fit in the cab, and it's like. When I came back from the shop, whoa, that's Levi's last ride, and that's it. We're done with baby seats. That's it. It's done. Because
Oh, 'cause
he'll
he's
go
just
to
in
a
a booster
booster.
seat now.
He'll go to a
Booster seat
booster.
in
'Cause
my
everybody,
car.
yeah, man, that's the last one. And I caught it. I'm like, oh wow, it might be the last one. So
That's
The last
weird.
5-point harness.
last
Yeah.
5-point harness
What the
for the
heck?
Auman family. Yeah, for
Hooking 'em
Caleb and
in.
Dang,
Brittany.
that's wild.
It is wild. So it's till grandkids or something.
Brady's
wild,
not
which
gonna
is
hold it
nuts
together
to-
over here.
We don't have a bed rail for him, and the car seat is the last.
That's
That's
the
his
last.
last
The
little-
last
his baby
vestige
thing.
of baby thing. Yeah.
He has no
So
side rails.
Crazy.
He has no.
life comes up fast. So so that was kind of I had that.
He
I
doesn't
had
even have
that-
a step stool to get in his bed anymore.
Yeah, I had that moment. He just
He probably just jumps up in there
Yeah, he
now.
just claws his way up. Yeah, that's the thing for
Oh.
those kids. Yeah, because I saw Zeke, our boy Zeke, who's
He'll be 8 in 2 weeks.
Thank you. He said he's 7.
I didn't realize their birthdays were
he was
close
like-
together.
Clawed up. He was on top of the sink the other night in the bathroom getting a drink of water. He didn't have the stool in there. So it's just funny the stuff see catch the kids doing. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm getting a drink. Okay.
They figured it out, right?
They
Yeah.
did.
You had to figure. You told them to figure out the other day.
They are good at figuring it out.
Hey, problem solving.
There you
Problem
go.
solving. That is.
You're raising problem solvers.
That's the definition of being a business owner, though, is solving people's problems.
That's true.
And they're business owners. Grass Cuts is taking off this year.
Grass Cuts is going to the moon. Top line to the moon.
That's
Fly
that's
to
the
the
only way we're
moon.
gonna get to 1-3.
Yeah, we're
Grass Cuts is going to get
banking
you
on
there.
Grass Cuts.
There you go.
You're getting back into
The
mowing.
poor kids, they tried to put their yard sign out, and the ground was frozen.
oh,
And they took a little hammer out there, and they're trying to hammer the spike, and then the metal frame snaps.
oh.
Was this recently?
It was over the winter sometime.
Which,
yeah.
by the way, for some context, my name is Caleb. This is Brittany Auman. We own a landscape design build company in beautiful southeastern Ohio, southeast
And we
Columbus, Ohio.
have
We have
three
kids.
children, and our youngest 2 sons started a mowing business called Grass Cuts.
And they
Love
mow
it.
grandma's grass and ours sometimes for $1 or $2. It's awesome. So it's a lot of fun.
That
Yeah.
is so fun.
Yeah. So we have a good time with that. But that's business. But yeah, anyways, you never know what the last, or sometimes you don't always catch what the last thing is. So that was my little input to that story there. And you guys,
we were talking about last year doing this podcast, and that was just, we talked so much parenting stuff, and y'all had said that, and I think about that so often, but it was so similar. It's so crazy to think about that, though, because we were sitting there just like this, like we were sitting around the kitchen table, and it's been a whole year since then, and it's just kind of weird to think how that feels like yesterday, but also feels like
a long time ago.
at the same time, how much has happened over the past year, especially when it comes to parent, and thinking about a year ago we had like a baby, and now we have a
it's crazy. I think Jack had been 8 months.
full-blown,
Wow.
opinionated toddler who
Spitting up
refuses
little-
to have his whales handed to him. They have to put on the floor. So, it just is what it is. And now we have a whole nother kid here,
It's a
crew.
whole nother experience.
Yeah, it's just, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's
crew
so
wasn't
hot.
even a thing then. I guess
Yeah.
he was. He was in the womb.
He was. He just wasn't
He was present.
here.
Yeah.
And
He was.
Wasn't
He was.
on the
living.
outside. Yep. But anyways, it's just crazy to think how much has changed in a year.
Well, where have we? Let's catch up on. So y'all just built a shop.
70 by 120, in case you weren't aware.
Good job.
Wow.
Way to beat him
Yeah.
to it.
Yep. Thank you.
Saving
good
your
to-
voice.
It's good to have that info out there for the people.
Saving
done-
your
if you've
voice.
done
I'm
one thing
honestly kind of
in
surprised
this
he still has
process.
a voice.
Yeah. Nobody can get that lucky and lose me totally. So, although last week I
Ratings
got a
go
little
through the
scratchy
roof.
to where I thought I was going to lose it, but yep,
Anyways,
Ratings through the roof when the Contractor podcast shuts
yeah.
down.
When we
When Caleb loses his voice, the ratings
best
go
rating,
up.
when we get the best reviews. So glad the show's dead. The best way to fix your show, end it. But yeah, so anyways, whatever.
You just built a shop.
Yeah.
That was a crazy process. I think we talked about that last year. This is kind of the update.
how long have y'all been working out of it? Like, how long have you guys been in your offices in the shop?
Podcast summit.
Oh, yeah.
A year, a little over a
So
year.
a little over a year.
yeah,
13
like
months.
officially, yeah.
Wow.
No, we were parking equipment. The guys were there for about 6 months prior.
Those at
but-
the offices.
oh, I apologize. I missed.
No,
that
that's
part.
fine. I was just thinking, like, how long have you guys been driving
Okay,
out
your
there
ears
every
go before
day
your
to
voice.
What's that?
Your ears go before
sit at your
voice.
computer and work?
You didn't hear that, so.
Yeah.
I got you to ask it twice. That's the joke, Jeremiah.
Wow.
Look at you. Look at you.
You thought you had him, Jeremiah.
I didn't. You see the thing? Oh, whatever.
Playing chess,
We're not
buddy.
getting into that.
You thought you had him.
Walker, I got you. No, I got Brian on that earlier tonight. We're talking about tinnitus.
What is that?
Yeah, where you have the ringing and like sound in your ears when it's quiet.
Oh, I didn't know
So
what
you,
that was.
so you young hustles out there, and none of you dummies will listen to me. But
Wear ear protection.
wear ear protection for God's sake. I'm 40, folks. I'm old, and practically on my deathbed.
Is that
for the
old?
young guys in this audience, probably. I don't know what that means exactly, Savannah. There, but
What?
I'm gonna.
He said he was 40, and you said, is that all?
No, I said, is that old?
Oh,
Wait.
like damn! I seem like I'm that much older.
Like, whoa.
jeez.
Okay.
I said, is that old?
Is that all? Get off of here, cuz. Good
I
night.
literally thought you said, is that all? I'm like, whoa.
I wondered why I looked up. Y'all are all looking at me. I'm just putting my Play-Doh over here, minding my business.
Oh my gosh, that's.
No,
He
I
said
didn't
it so
think
casually.
I was like, man, what a nasty slam from Savannah. Boy, she
No.
cut.
You thought you had me.
Yeah, I was gonna say right.
Are
Apparently,
you kidding me? Look at
should-
that.
That's a pretty good one.
It's the freaking
A
Grand
little
Canyon over there.
deflection.
Okay, chill out. Anyways,
the perfect ball there. So, what were we
wear
talking
ear
about?
protection.
Oh, wear ear protection because when you're 40, if you don't, I mowed grass for probably 10 years straight with no ear protection. And ran
Are
ran
you
equipment
kidding
my
me?
whole life.
You didn't wear anything mowing?
Never.
Wow.
What?
Never.
It was the Wild
Chains-
West.
Chainsaw, I
You were
would.
paving the Oregon Trail.
There were
Chainsaw, maybe I would. But yeah, so now my ears have this constant like ringing in them.
Oh, that's
And the
terrible.
light static. Yeah,
Is that
it really.
miserable?
It
See, that's
really
why he doesn't need to
sucky.
sleep with a fan because he just has it.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't hear
just
anything
built
else,
in.
yeah.
I have
You have a built-in sound machine? That's so
Yeah,
nice.
thank you. I have a built-in sound machine. Yeah, yeah.
So
just
will
this
all
light
kids
ringing.
born after 2020.
Now that's a poll. That's an interesting poll. I would love to see. Y'all would get destroyed.
What?
The percentage of people that sleep with it quiet versus
That's
not
a serial
quiet.
killer trait. Just like
Y'all
Brian
get blown
wanting
out of the
cold
water.
food.
Yeah,
Cold
it is.
food.
Yeah, he doesn't want to
Yeah,
sleep
you
hot.
know how he complains that Liz has to cook food to temperature because he doesn't want to eat it
Did you not see
hot.
Liz eating her rice the other night? And it was like actually, there was oatmeal this morning.
It was like hot.
Like actually had some steam
no,
on
he
it.
was like actually having the argument like, why would you eat food hot? Like
He
if
was like
he,
getting onto her.
No,
Liz-
that's probably why he doesn't like soup.
yeah, he will let Liz will cook or they'll get their food and he'll let us sit there for like an hour waiting on it to cool down.
That's why he's okay with DoorDash so much.
yes.
Brian is
Oh, that makes sense.
Brian is a mess, folks. He projects everyone else is like crazy, but Brian is a mess.
Well, because I'd asked him about that
He's gonna-
frappuccino
this is the
that had
show
melted.
Brian comes to an end.
And he was like, no, I just let it sit there. Like, who cares?
He drank that thing like 2 hours after we got it.
Yeah. And then, so my question was, why would you not just get like an iced coffee?
That thought.
He gets it warm.
No, he gets
He
the
gets a Frappuccino and lets it melt.
like the blended one, but then lets it sit there until it's
Frappe.
straight
I
liquid.
saw him drink it later. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it still probably
Exactly.
tastes okay.
No, I would
Yeah.
throw up. I would throw up.
But
That's
I'm like,
funny.
so what's the point in getting that? Anyways, you know what? To
It's
each
a
their
Brian
own.
thing.
It's a Brian thing.
It's
I'm not
totally-
even.
It's a Brianism.
I'm kind of done trying to understand. Just you do you. It's fine. I'm gonna have my coffee and drink it as soon as I get it, and you can let yours along with your food sit there for an hour if that's what you want. So
It's like
a Brian.
Yeah, I'll try to hit mute there. Sorry.
it's getting.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
what?
You hit your own. Or
You
hit
just
I
muted
hit
everybody.
I
Brittany's.
need to talk.
DJ.
Let her
what,
talk.
What is the green button?
Let me
What?
talk.
Oh.
What
Everyone-
is what's the
I
green
can't
button
talk.
do? What does
there
that
I am.
do?
Stop.
Do you know
Yeah,
what that,
I
the
couldn't
green.
hear anything.
You can't hear anything, right?
Doing that.
But why is it her?
What?
I'm
Just, like,
two.
freak out.
So if I do that,
Where's
Brittany
her
was trying
stable.
to talk.
No, I'm pretty sure the green is the only one that comes through
I can't
when you
even
do that.
remember what insulting thing I was going to say
I don't
about
remember.
Brian. now.
Dang it! It was probably
I think
funny.
that's-
dang it.
It's probably funny. Did you remember what we were talking about earlier? It was the car. Remember we couldn't remember yesterday
Yeah,
when you got in today?
I don't even want to
the
get into
parking?
it now, but I will explain it later. I will draw it.
Oh gosh.
We should have videoed this.
Anyways,
I don't know how we even got down that trail, but where I was going with all this and the shop and all that.
Brian
and the
tried to
process.
park me in my car today like he was air traffic control.
Brittany's gonna air all of her pent up
And
anger.
I'm only going to do it now because he's not here to argue with me, so I can just
that's
get it
true.
all out
You
at
could
once.
actually get it all out.
All the
You
grievances.
can get a word in.
Okay,
Anyways,
what's the value here?
We're talking.
I don't know. Are
for
we past that point?
finally The shop is what you're asking about, and I had asked him how long it's been.
Yeah. You threw me off.
It's been a
there.
little over a year.
Where were we going? I think the last time we talked, like you had been pretty open about like you hated the shop for a time of
Oh, yeah.
life. Like it got to where it was just it was a lot. Caleb lived there. The kids didn't see you very much, Caleb. The family was just like it was just part of the process.
Shambles.
It's part of the process.
Yeah.
How has that changed the past year? Like with the kids being like you homeschooling now and kids being around more, like how has the shop grown into like a part of your family now? Have the kids accepted it well? Like what does that look like?
Yeah, so the
'Cause
boys.
there's a lot of people building shops right now. That's why I asked that. A lot of
Right.
families.
So we built ours very family focused. So the shop has a full kitchen in it. It has a playroom for the kids. The kids have a TV there. That's where I homeschool there. So we basically treat the shop like our house. Mm-hmm. So the
You
kids
sleep at your house.
We sleep at our house, but
Did I
we
mute?
spend most of our time at the shop.
Yeah.
And the kids don't mind it. They love it there. They have all their toys there. They have dirt bikes there.
Yeah.
And yes, it is a little bit counterproductive, but we want the kids to love what we do as much as we love what we do, and we don't want them to hate it. So
Yeah. But we don't. We also at the same time are not trying to like
force it on them.
force
yes.
it on them or like be disappointed if they don't want the business or be in any construction related industry at all. Like we don't care about that. We just want them to not like
No,
grow
but I
up
can
and
remember.
say, we hate, we don't
Home
want
and landscape.
Yeah, we just
That'd
don't
be
want
that
them
way.
to hate like the company or hate
Yeah.
entrepreneurism or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember going to my dad because my dad had an HVAC company, And I couldn't remember going there, and it just sucked going there. There was nothing for us to do. You can't touch anything. Just go outside and play in the grass.
Yeah.
But like the boys have their bikes in the shop and they can ride around, and the kids literally live their best life there.
Yeah.
There's pretty much nothing they could desire after that.
Mm-hmm.
But life in general is a lot better. It was like
Caleb can't handle it.
It was a weird learning curve with Caleb being home more, like just
God
being
kind
available.
of adjusted. Yeah.
Yeah, like you did a whole year.
Yeah.
Tough, like
single mom life.
Yeah.
Kind of gotten used to that.
Which I don't
your
like.
groove.
I don't want to take anything away from the moms who are actually single moms, because bless their hearts, I was not a single mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still very different than what
you had used to.
I was used to at the time. So, yeah, things are good. Things are much better. I can't say that I don't have PTSD from the build still, because every time we talk about building a house, I literally
your eye
I'm like,
a little bit.
Well, it's still like
it'll be
relatively
okay.
fresh
It'll
in
be
the
okay.
scheme of everything.
It's not like when you have a baby, like God lets you forget
The
how
bad parts.
bad it was, so you have another one. The shop build was not the same. I still remember.
You still remember all of it
Every
very
detail.
well.
Very clearly
Every
what
detail.
happened.
And better yet, it's documented on YouTube to watch all of it
forever.
But what I can say about that is what we can turn this into a learning experience moving forward. When we do build a house, is I know where our time went. I knew what we sucked at. I know now what we're good at, and I know that what we're going to specifically hire out.
Yeah.
So before,
as far as like the actual building
a
process,
house, So it was just kind of a free for all. I felt like okay, well, we have a contractor do this, but we might still do it if they can get here, or if they can't get here soon.
Yeah.
So just going at it with I think just a better plan.
Yeah.
And kind of like non-negotiables, not non-negotiables for like what we want in the house, but non-negotiables for our family. In which we recommend like people set with their family just for their business, not necessarily building anything, but like non-negotiable. I need you home at 6:00 every night.
Yeah.
Dinner is important to our family. Or John has a game every Thursday. We can't schedule meetings on Thursday nights. Or like, I need you to take the kids to school on Friday. Whatever your non-negotiables are for your family, for your life, you need to try to apply those across the board.
So we've had some other conversations about this off air. In that process, how did y'all obviously like your common goal, your common purpose was we're building a shop. Like there was literally a physical thing you were looking forward to achieving. But how did you stay on this when it did get tough? Like when it was you were doing a lot of stuff at home, Brittany. You were in the same sense you were doing a lot of crap at the shop that you didn't want to be doing. So it wasn't like you were enjoying your life. Like you were there at midnight. Like you didn't want to be there.
Yeah, insulation sucked. I did not enjoy that part.
So how in those tough times of that process, how did y'all stay how did you keep your common vision and or maybe it's something different, but how did you stay united and not go at each other? You probably did go at each other. It's human nature.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
What makes you say we fight?
Yeah, exactly. I would have never guessed.
Give me evidence.
But how did you push through that? Because me and Savannah sat here and had these conversations of and now y'all are gonna have to look at it now. I think you can look back at that process and be what did you learn from it? Because we're sitting here. Me and Caleb just recorded another podcast that'll probably come out later this week talking about growing a company. 10, 20, 30 million. A lot of people that do it don't stay together. And it's y'all are entering a space now of substantially growing your company over the next couple of years. You're going to get into this time of it's good, you're going to have hard times. And so how do you take what you went through to the shop and take it into this new phase of life of how do we stay together? How do we find that purpose or meaning or whatever it is, vision, to stay united?
Well, to say that we were able to summon that as vision to not be fighting or disgruntled with each other for a lot of the build would be dishonest. I mean, there was a good part of it that was just we were literally just muscling through the thing.
Yeah.
And that was...
We still loved each other. We just didn't talk. Like, we just both functioned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we both had a job.
Yeah.
But do you want to, obviously you don't want to do it again, do you do that again or do you change it because you went through it? Like,
yeah, I don't think I
want
to. Yeah,
I don't think I could do that again.
Yeah. So, how do you change that?
But we've also...
Now that you went through it.
We've also gotten better about, like, something we heard recently that was really good of, like, if one of you is mad or disgruntled, like, you're going to either... You're at... Oh, God, this is such hippie stuff. But, like, you're at a frequency or a vibration level, right? Of, like, you're either negative, right? You're like negative vibration, or you're like positive vibration, right? And so, like, if I'm mad and she's not, I'm going to, like, essentially, to intentionally or not, drag her down to my level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that will, like, equalize us then. What I need to do instead is to, like, elevate myself back up to her level if she's in a good mood still, right? And I need to have them.
Or my job is to elevate
it's the
him.
worst. And be like, right, exactly. And it's like, we
And
need to
instead
be
of-
equally hard.
Well, yeah, instead of beating him down for being in a bad mood because he had a bad day, I need to come up with a
thus
way.
dragging herself down too. Like, so,
like find a win.
well, we need to be mature enough to address that and then face it, because we just didn't for sometimes a month. It was just rough, it just wasn't any fun.
Well,
And like we would get in an argument, like he would be there late, or is like he was missing the kids' bedtime or something, and it's like, well, you said you were going to be home tonight, and it's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
If I don't do this, then the drywall guys can't come
Doesn't
tomorrow.
get done,
So what? And so then you're just constantly with those decisions.
Because Caleb's not wanting to do it. Like, he's not like he wants to be there.
And that was mentally hard for me because I knew what he was doing, but I was still mad that he wasn't there. But it wasn't like
the knife has been broken out.
Ha ha ha.
But it wasn't
I got a
fair,
second
or it
one
wasn't
for
right to
Savannah.
be mad. And
Right. But then also it's like your
you and I,
feelings,
Savannah and I have talked about this.
Yeah, but at the same time, like your feelings are valid.
No, they're not. Are you kidding me? Feelings are not
Thank you.
valid. Get out of here with that.
You should come to my marriage conference. I'll tell you all about it.
Speaking of which, actually,
Am I allowed to talk again?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, you're
my
free now.
words or anything not valid?
in
Okay.
my country,
I just mean it's all this is easy to sit here and talk about, and then you get in this situation where you actually are feeling those things, and you are outlaid, and the common vision is there. Okay,
But
it's not
failure to plan is a plan to fail. And if you don't have these conversations ahead of time, then you're going to get in the situation and have no.
Blah, blah, blah.
But ultimately, we can have the conversations, and we can plan, and we can say we have the same vision, and we can both be on the same page. But we're all human beings with emotions, and who have bad days, and who can get to these points where you are just not feeling it, or whatever. Like if you had a bad day, and like.
A bad day is not a bad month, though.
Yes, agreed.
That's where I'm going with this. It's like,
I think that it's still your. I'm saying your guys' is just like from the men's side of the table. I think it's your job to also recognize, like, yes, we recognize that this is what we signed up for. We know why you're working late, but I think you guys also need to think about like what our side of it looks like. Like,
what does it look like? As blunt and as honest as you can be, what does it look like?
It is very stressful rushing home from work because I was my fault. It's not his fault. It's not the kids' fault, but I was working till the very freaking last minute.
Yeah.
I have nothing for dinner. None of the kids have had a bath. They all have homework to do. They need dress in the morning. I have laundry to run. I probably don't have groceries to cook for them. I don't want to spend the money eating out. So then we're making like peanut butter sandwiches, but then I don't have enough bread for lunch the next day. And then they say, is Daddy coming home to tuck me in bed? And that's if I make it through bath time.
Yeah.
And then it's 9 o'clock and I just spent the entire evening yelling at the children. That's what it looks like from my side. I don't know what Savannah's side looks like. It's probably
I'm
more
not quite
pleasant
there.
and peaceful.
No. I mean, in some ways, yeah.
She's like, there's no yelling and everyone's eating and we have baths.
No, I'm having trouble like putting my thoughts into words because it's you do get to that point. But I think what I was trying to say earlier is just like, how do we do it? How do you do it? Because you could sit there and say, you know, we have the same vision until you're in that moment. And it's not that the vision isn't there and that I don't agree with you, but that doesn't always make it the physical situations and those moments easier. Because like you said, I acknowledge that you wouldn't rather be out working than home with me, especially if you know that the day's been rough or that there's a lot on my plate.
I think you know why we get defensive? It's a problem that we can't solve. Like y'all's the feelings that you're having is a problem that we cannot solve.
So it's like, what do you want me to do about it?
Like you're stuck in that. Kelly, what do you say?
It's
I was like, I didn't know you felt that way.
well, like,
Sorry.
Like earlier, like I don't know. This happened like a couple weeks ago, and again, since this person mentioned it to us, is like, excuse me. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that addressed it. I'm actually certain of it. But like I could tell we're starting to go down this negative path, right? Of just bad vibes, man. And it was like, Britt, we're going down a road I do not want to go down. Let's straighten this out right now. And like we addressed it and we got ahead of it. And it was like everything was better thereafter. And it was good.
Early recognition.
It was a
choice.
like, even though you didn't want to recognize it.
Yeah. That's hard. That's really hard.
That's and that's what this is what I'm going to say. That's like
defined is where you
least want to look. Yes, and that's what you mentioned, like the brutal honesty of it. The reality of it is, and this I think, and I haven't fleshed this out totally, but I'm pretty certain I'm right. This literally comes down to like, how mature are you?
Yeah.
Are you mature enough to actually overcome your bull crap, and like recognize even though you're feeling that way, it's just emotion, it's bull crap, and it's not rational. And you both need to be mature enough to like face that and straighten it out.
Yeah.
Which is like the hardest thing to do, and they're grown adults that never will figure that out. And I probably will still have times I will not figure that out, but I'm going to do my darndest to. And actually, I was a great example of that even this week. But like, I'm going to do my best to like flesh it out and say like, I am feeling this way. I am mad over this. How can we address, like, help me through this so that I'm not resentful for you for the week? Yeah. And, like, that is the hardest thing to say.
Are y'all different in that category? Like,
I like to talk a lot.
Well, that's okay. And I have to recognize that and talk a bunch. That's okay. That's fine.
It's not even like if I have a problem, I share it immediately.
That's a good
fine.
thing.
There's not a, well...
To a sense, in a sense. I mean, it's better than letting it fester up.
Yeah. I have a problem where I like to talk about it, but I don't want to be the one to bring it up. Which is actually horrible like and terribly prideful.
It comes back to literally like what you just said, I think.
It's just pride. It's pride. I don't want to have to be I don't want to have to open up about that. I don't want to have to talk about it. I mean, I will. But I don't want to admit that I have a problem.
I think guys literally are wired differently. Like, the way that I look at it is it's where we are. We can't change the situation. We push through.
Yeah.
Like, we're mentally tough. You just push through.
I'm not mentally tough.
I think that I'm not going to tell you you're not mentally tough. I think that guys and girls think differently.
I think that we think differently because where you would think...
I'm sorry. I can hear her rolling that ball in the mic. That's why I'm laughing.
Okay, I'll be done.
Where you say this is the cards that we're dealt, we're going to have to suck it up and get through it. I think, how can we change the situation to better fit where we are and where we need to go? And I think sometimes you just are
but there's
get
no
stuck
way.
in this. Well, sucks to suck. It's where we are. We're going to have to deal with it and go on.
1,000,000%. I'll back that up.
But that's
I hate
not.
when people say sucks to suck.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But like
Annie Mulder's key phrase, I believe.
But like that's not always the case, and I think there are times when you can slow down and maybe reroute a little bit and figure out, because if that's not working.
What do you think Brad and Tammy would say to this?
Totally. They would say grow up and confront your grow. Not to you, Savannah, directly. I'm just
No,
saying to all
yes,
of us, like they'd
to
say,
me.
grow up and face what's
Face your
irking you with
problems,
each other.
It goes back to the book Love and Respect that we did in a small group.
100%. Yeah, because I'd come home from the shop and she's disgruntled at me. Sorry, I'm messing with
You're
Jeremiah's
messing it up.
Play-Doh
creation.
worm.
Look how- I'm trying to see how long
and
I
like cut it with my knife here.
I know I am too.
We should have something like long.
You have 2 things of Play-Doh, though, don't you? Because I only have one, and I've been working.
No,
at
this is one.
You guys, I have the perfect ball.
No, there's not. There's
This
babe.
is-
Mine's way thinner,
This is one.
and it's
trust
not
me.
near as long.
Savannah,
This is one.
acknowledge how perfect this ball is.
It is.
This is 100%
perfect.
one.
That is
It's
perfect.
not even a question. No, it's not. Look at it's craters in there.
They're not
There are
great.
craters.
What craters are you looking at?
Jeremiah, folks in the
This could
album,
be used as an eyeball.
folks in the album art of this show, if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see the pictures of what we're talking about here.
We're gonna put this as the
album
the
art
thumbnail.
as the actual thumbnail of this podcast. I
This
mean, you
could
do
be
what
a
you want on your
jump
own show.
rope.
I don't know how to do that yet. You got to show me.
Hunter does it. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how we do it, but Hunter does it for me.
I'll text him. I have Hunter's number. Me and Hunter are tight like
Yeah.
that.
Ask him. He'll set you up.
Anyway,
But yeah, I think Brad and Tammy would say, yeah, you've got to like.
No, the
you've
love and
literally
respect
got to
thing.
mature and enlighten.
that I was saying,
that's what it was.
That's where we were at. Was you get in this downward? You get in this cycle of like no one wants to own up.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just a game then at that point of like, I'm not going to break, you're going to break before I do.
Yeah.
And just that kind of crap.
And then
What-
if it gets to that point, then I buckle down. And
And
I am
I'm not breaking.
I have a very strong head that like I will.
Are you
But you're not
stubborn?
competitive.
No, but
are you stubborn?
it's not a competitive thing. It's, you know what? If you want to act like that way, so be it. I can do it without you. And
That's a scary
that's
place
a
to be
horrible place to
No,
be
I
in.
That's a
just-
really
really
scary
good for
place to be
long-term
in.
marriage. Yeah.
in.
Really
Yeah.
good.
That'll
Really
get
good.
you there.
But I mean, I'm just as bad, and that's
But
why
no, it's
we,
like I'll
why we
like I
descended.
won't say goodbye. I'll just get the kids ready and we'll go out the door
Just walk
and
out.
we won't.
And like it's so morbid. Like, what if that's the last time you walk out the door?
Whoa.
Again, because I'm so enlightened, I did that a couple weeks ago where Britt and I were fighting over something, and I said, come back here. I do not want this to be our last interaction, God forbid.
Yeah.
And, like, that sucks to do. But here I am.
But
I'm
it-
just so, look at me. I'm just so,
We were
I'm
fighting
so
over.
enlightened.
She had
we
the
were
biggest
fighting.
eye roll.
We were fighting over my board that I made in the offices when I was trying to change the world when I had my like
Yeah.
breakdown. That's what we were fighting over.
Were you criticizing the breakdown of the board?
No, he was.
See, that's the thing. She knows every second of this. I can't remember a thing about it.
No,
Sounds about right.
he had.
So that means it wasn't that important.
I don't remember it.
it was important because when I go down those rabbit holes, I'm going to transform the company in the next 6 days.
Yeah.
Like, if someone would just turn me loose. But Caleb,
Let her at it.
Caleb is like the realist, and he's like, "You psychopath!
Yeah.
You won't get one of these things done,
That's me.
and maybe 2 of them will get done the entire year, and you're going to try to do this whole board in the next 6 days before everyone comes back to work." So, like, that was the argument, and he's the realist, and I was upset that he wasn't giving me the opportunity to do what I thought the company needed.
Yeah.
And
And
so, I mean,
by the way,
that's what happens when you
I
work
didn't
with your
disagree
spouse.
with her. Yeah, all this
Right.
stuff needs done. The reality of it happening is insanity. It's just not realistic.
I just didn't want to be told no. Because I knew how important it was, but he did too. We were just both in a bad mental place. And he was more mature than I.
I think there are times where that goes both directions for sure. Like, I know with us, like there's definitely times where I'm way more mature than you are.
Okay,
There's
that
also-
was real mature of you.
That sounds healthy.
Very humble.
Yeah.
So you guys, well,
I am the
okay.
most humble of the 2 of us, and I'm very proud of that.
I don't care.
Look at her, she's sitting over there.
Still didn't
I
pick
don't
up.
care.
She's so combative.
Yeah.
She didn't even get the joke.
So you guys are working more together this year
Yep.
than
Yeah.
ever before.
Yep.
Savannah's going to get a salary this year.
Huge salary
Yes,
increase.
I
Just
am.
got her for Starbucks.
No, this is a raise for
26.
me.
So that's exciting. But you
$7
guys
a
are
day.
going to go through
$1,200 a year.
all of these glorious conversations, which you guys have
Yeah.
always worked together, period, because you've been married. But now
Yeah.
Savannah will know even more of what goes on day to day in the company,
It's a scary thing.
which I think will be a challenge some days.
I don't know if I should say this out loud. I think it's going to be harder for you it's easy for you to, I don't want to say disregard or like brush me off when I say things now because I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I think it's going to become more of a challenge for us, or like an actual.
You could have a lot more arguments, yeah, because you both have different opinions.
Well,
and
because I'm
have
actually
somewhat of
going to
an
have some
educated-
like ground to stand on. Because I'm very much a realist, and he's very much I'm going to get 6 transformational things done
Who
in
is
the
the
entire
dreamer
company
for
in
y'all?
3 days.
Who is the dreamer?
And I'm like,
I would say myself, but Caleb says that he has dreams too. He just squashes his because he doesn't have time to think about them.
Be a man. That's right.
It's a good page.
yeah. I feel like, the roles are just reversed for us.
Yeah, I'm definitely the dreamer. You're the realist.
Yeah. So it's.
But the realist has to get on the dreams train at some point.
yes.
Board.
And I am.
Because the realist has been raised to think differently than the life that we're trying to build.
Are we going to get into that?
Well,
What? It's true.
the way I was raised,
Somebody
was
has
a
to keep your
realist.
feet on the ground at some point.
Again, yes. Very
He's
true.
going to be like Jack, just flying off into the
Apparently.
trampoline park.
Oh my gosh! I wish you could have seen him in the bathtub tonight.
Oh,
He looks like a
he
fish
was
out of water.
going
He was
psycho.
being an absolute psychopath. He was just putting his face.
He's going to
in.
have so many...
I heard lots
Yeah.
lots of laughing. So I
We
thought that
were.
was
He
good.
was-
I was crying.
yeah.
I was laughing so hard at him, and then he thought it was a show. So it was just so funny.
He would just like lay down in the water sideways.
He just lay up there and look at us. He's never been that comfortable in the bath.
Which I'm kind
He
of
would
scared. He's going to wake
Dip
up
his face in. It was so funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm on board, but I have to be like, we've talked about this so many times. You want to look 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the future, which is so great. But you can't neglect today, tomorrow, and next week to get there.
You know what's going to be the hardest?
What?
Is like me accepting
That I know
You're-
what I'm talking about?
me accepting your opinion being valid.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's gonna-
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because it's going to take time.
You're not going to know what to do when I actually have some ground to stand on.
But it's going to take you 6 months minimum.
I didn't say it wasn't
And
going to
then-
take time.
Here, I will already tell you what's going to happen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
He
This
is
the
going to
plot.
want to buy something, and
Mhm.
you're going to say, "I don't think that makes sense, Jeremiah." And
We've already done that.
he's going to say, "You're not in the field. You don't understand. You don't get a vote."
Mm.
That is coming.
So what do you say to that, Brittany?
Yeah, what do I say?
20 years in.
Buy the Bugatti.
What do I
No,
say?
it usually turns into a bigger argument. Than when he
Okay.
says
Okay, that's what we're here to avoid.
it. No, because when he says that, I feel discredited. I feel
Yeah, and it is. It's a not.
Okay, but-
it's not the
So
angle
that's
to approach from.
basically.
But
Don't
I'm
say
telling you
that
that
to
is that is going to happen. So avoid
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It already
Because
has.
You're going
No.
to say you don't understand.
All right, so
It
what is
literally
the
already
different
has.
approach, Caleb? And how does he approach it differently in your
I
opinion?
don't know.
Yeah,
You tell me.
you don't
what the different-
avoid it. You articulate around the whole conversation
You
as-
approach it better.
You basically
as-
just find a nicer way to say it.
as well.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
because-
much.
It was something along the lines.
You
what
don't
was
take
it?
the headset off when it's muted.
I don't even.
Don't cough all over your
Leave me be.
thing.
Oh, it's Brian's. It doesn't matter.
It
Oh
is.
yeah, heck with this thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know what. I can't even think of the last thing that this happened on.
Well, here's what it is for me. I can only speak to me when Britt was early on in the
Oh,
company.
it's usually like manage. Sometimes I think the last time was like managing the guys, and I wanted to know why something was taking longer than I thought it should or whatever. Just, you're not in the field. You don't understand.
Folks, for the radio listeners out there, that was a middle digit thrown in the air there. Like
The old
she-
middle finger salute.
like she doesn't care. Throw your fingers up like you just don't care. But there's going to be a tremendous for me it was like I have to in hindsight I think it just how trivial just petty I was over
So many of our
stupid
fights
changes.
are
I'm like,
so stupid.
well, whatever. But like back then I was so petty with some of the changes she wanted to make that were really good changes. She had really good input. And I was just being a hard-headed knucklehead of like, oh, I've always done it this way. And I regret that so much. Like, so much of my disgruntledness was just so unnecessary. And again, that's part of being young, and I wasn't mature enough to humble myself and like accept that she had some good ideas and be willing to change. And I just wasn't of that growth mindset. And I say growth mindset, not growing company, but like being mature and enlightened enough to like accept that like someone else may have a good idea for this company other than me. And like it's outside the box of like what a normal company might do of these big dream companies I wanted to be. And it was like, no, it was just so stupid and petty of me. And then there were things that she legit didn't understand, and that's okay. And that's just the nature of it. But like you have, and it's easier for 40-year-old guy here to say now, but like you just have to approach it with like as much humility and like maturity as you possibly can. And at 22, sometimes 27, God, that's hard to muster. But the faster you figure that out, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah.
That's what I can figure.
Well, we had talked about this, I think, on the last show, about how I hope that we can both know, at least going into this, and hopefully maybe this can be something you are able to remind yourself of in situations where I'm talking about things that I haven't been able to speak on in the past or whatever. Is like, I may not know as much as I should or as much as you do, obviously, but you're not going to find anybody else that cares more about the business succeeding than I do. Like, you're not going to be able to hire out my position or what I'm going to do that wants to succeed and wants to see the company grow more than me. Like, I'm the only other person here that cares as much as you do.
Yeah, we talked about that, yeah.
So, like, trying to remind yourself of that is like, we're totally on the same team. Like, my livelihood, I'm in this with you just as much as you. There's no me quitting and going and finding something else, you know? So, like, I'm in it to see it succeed.
That's a
in
good
the
point.
same way you are.
I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, that's good. We are equally yoked, right?
Yeah.
Like that concept. That's good. That's a good point. Yeah, that's actually.
I
pretty
actually think
solid.
if in the middle of an argument, if you said
look at
that,
it that way.
I think that would kind of kill the argument.
Yeah.
Or like, instead of arguing about it, make you work towards a solution at that point.
At least bring you
You're
back
not
on the
gonna
same
keep going
page.
in circles.
Because when you both have different ideas, you're just constantly fighting to win.
Yeah.
And I think if it was like, hey, we're actually
You're
on
both-
the same team here.
Both
Which
of
is
your
weird because
philosophies.
we were really good about that, like parenting wise.
Yeah.
Like we've never worked against each other as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But the business is like all rules out the window.
Which is weird because we have a common goal for the children, like,
Yeah.
right? Like, and we have a common goal for the business, but we've never.
I think we've just
That's
wanted the
weird.
business to be successful. But the
Yeah.
kids, we put so much pressure on ourselves to try to raise good humans.
Yeah.
And if my business fails, but I've raised 3 good humans,
Yeah.
okay.
You succeeded,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Cool.
It's your priorities and stuff. It's where they lay. But I just, I don't know. I've just been thinking about that a lot lately. And I don't know if it's because we've had, everybody has employee issues and it burns me up. But I'm like, nobody cares about it as much as we do, like employees.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, like, can you imagine what you could do? Like, it's the principle of business partnership, but like, you get around 2 or 4 or 6 other people that are like equally trying to grow their businesses. Like, if you were partnered into the same business, how far you could take a business. If you like all got together and like, let's freaking take this thing literally to the moon.
That'd be crazy.
Because
Yeah.
like you're all running your own crap, and you come together and say, let's take one and just absolutely grow a monopoly, and you're all bought into the same thing. Like, because I do think sometimes, like, I look at other guys who have partnerships and I'm like, there's a lot of thought processes. There's a lot of things that I just don't think the way someone else would think. And like having that person next to you that is, like she said, equally invested in like the benefit of the company is wild to think about.
It is. I also just mean like, obviously a business partner would be equally want it to succeed if they're as invested as you. But
yeah,
like,
but it's marriage is even
yeah,
more so
we're
than that.
married
Yeah.
too, so like I'm really physically like I'm not going anywhere.
Like the
at
business
all.
partner could bail.
Right?
But
Like
you're
Unless-
here.
unless you have some
somebody
ulterior
else
motive to
always
shut the
You're
has-
here,
business
win or
down.
lose.
yeah, somebody else always
if you
has
make
a way
it
out.
miserable enough on her, she will want out
Of the
Of the
business.
business at
Yeah.
least, right? God forbid
Right.
worse. So work towards that. I think that's a great conversation. It's really good advice of mentioning like, hey, knucklehead, we're both on the same team here. We both want the same thing. We're having a debate, and I think this is where like to keep from going down that nasty spiral of like where you don't talk to each other that night kind of thing. Like, hey, let's remember we're both trying to do a great thing here. We're trying to build a cool thing. We're both on the same boat, rowing ideally towards the same goal.
Right.
We're just trying to get there in two different ways. We just got to figure out how we meld these two things together. I think it'd be a great primer to go in about every argument with.
What Jeremiah asked or mentioned, like, we don't know a lot of larger companies,
So don't let me forget that
That
the
aren't
next day or two we
divorced.
fight about something.
and
Tonight
so
going
like
to bed.
as
Really.
thinking about what Savannah said, like as we're going into, I kind of feel like we're jumping off a diving board, jumping off a cliff,
Yeah.
and like my family is questioned. Why would you want? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've wrestled with it a lot because I feel like we're just dancing on a line. Like there's just this fine line, and we just keep going closer and closer to it. And it's like, is this worth it? What is
get
my
in or
why?
get out. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it makes me nervous. That's the most nerve-wracking thing about like, hey, we're gonna go to 1-3. What's next? 3 million, 5 million.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff? And then like, hopefully we're both of like normal mental status at the point where it's like, okay, like this is enough. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can't take on anymore. And I'm so worried that like one of us will fall in love with growing the business and the other one is no longer in love with growing the business.
That's scary.
Never thought about that like that.
Because you're like, you start to see
One person is gas and one person is brake.
well,
Yeah.
you start to see it succeed.
You see
and
the
say-
progress.
Say
Yeah.
you go from 3 million to 6 million one year. It's like, we can do 10 next year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
Like when's
no,
enough's
I
enough?
don't
yeah.
think
you
that's it.
you better both be on the same page before you get into that. Not y'all, just like in general.
Well, that's
Like-
what I'm so scared about. And so when you mention like this cliff that we're jumping off of,
Yeah.
like how do you make sure that you're going to stay on the same page the entire time? And we talked about on the way here, I think, was having like if
Borderline fought over, but yeah.
one of us
Discuss.
start to feel like the point where we're getting out of control, we have a word and it just stops.
Mm-hmm.
It kills the
Well-
motion. And Caleb's thinks that we should be able to have a conversation about it before it stops it.
Well, your comment
I
was
agree.
like if one person says stop, no argument, no whatever.
We just
it's
stop.
just dead stop. And it's like, well, no,
Mhm.
we can't do that because one person then is unheard and the other person is trumping.
And
the
you
other
could say
person's
that
decision.
you could
Like,
say that one word after a month of like thinking about something that you haven't voiced. So there's no like potential solution that Caleb could bring
I
to the table.
feel that if we leave it open to conversation, it won't be taken serious. Like, how do I know that I still won't get ran over? And like and it could go both ways. It's not necessarily, you know.
Can you not just be like, this word is stop, but you get you get a chance at?
Are you willing to roll the dice?
It just comes down.
Wait, what do you
Because
mean?
what if I waited too long? Like, what if I waited too long? Like, what if when I
Well,
get
do
the
you
guts
think
to
that
say
this
it,
wouldn't
I'm
be-
done. Like, I can't grow the business anymore.
But do you think that this,
Yeah.
like, y'all wouldn't have had multiple conversations leading up to you
right.
saying the word?
I don't know. I am trying to prepare for
Yeah.
like the
Which
worst
is
of the
smart.
situation.
So yeah, say we go to 2.6 after in 25 we go to 2.6 and it's like I'd say, and who knows how it goes. Like say she thinks it was really easy to get there, and I'm like, not again. We're not going to 5, not a chance. And then I just immediately stop. I say nope, we're done. And without any discussion as to why or anything, it just dies there. No, that is not how those things work. That has to have a conversation of like why I feel that we've got to put our foot on the brake. And
Okay, I
whatever.
would say a conversation is still had a civil conversation, but I still say that I get the final say. Because I have then heard you out and I understand how you feel.
Yeah.
But it was my feeling first that got this conversation. And so I think I still deserve the final say.
Is there any way on the planet you take this to an accountability couple?
Or like a
What do you mean?
Like you present your word to an accountability couple and you talk this through.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Do you want to be our accountability couple?
y'all don't want it to be us.
That's like if you went that route, like you better be.
I think it would be cool to have someone.
No, but I'm saying like this is the couple that says, she said no, you're done,
Like holds you to it.
or he said no, you're done.
Because
like that is your fail safe of.
Nobody gets run over.
Like that's your fail safe. Like because like you're saying like that takes out the whole thing of, well, how am I going to be heard? Like you bring that third person in, and like that is
Because I just would be scared
that
of
is
it's
the
like,
ultimate.
well, yeah, I know
But
this.
that can
I know
hurt a
these,
relationship.
I know this like last 6 months was hard, but you know it's going to be spring soon, and blah 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 blah. Like I just don't want to get into that rat race of constantly like, oh, it's going to get better here, or this isn't going to happen again. We had a weird job go bad.
Mm.
Those are the things that scare me.
Yeah.
And so, like, as I see you guys getting ready to grow your business significantly this year, like, do you have any hesitation, or am I just alone?
No, I see what you're saying. I struggle with that a little bit because it feels very situational to me, and I feel like we're not anywhere near the scale either. So I feel like usually I can be talked down, and we can, and not in a way that's like, you know, actually I'm being talked down on or like being run over. I don't know. Once you get up into those numbers and that amount of growth, though, like I see what you're saying, where it like physically,
Yeah, I think that's
becomes
almost like $1 million plus problem.
Yeah.
I'm
just thinking about us and like how I would feel in us having that conversation. I'm also I'm not a rash person like at all. So to think about me saying a word or you saying a word and that being the end all be all, I could never. I have to have multiple conversations over a series of days before we make serious decisions.
Because like, what if y'all have a terrible fight and you say, "Screw it, I'm saying it."
Well, I mean, you have to give her more credit than that.
No, I'm just saying
an angry woman will say anything.
But then at that point, it's like you're gonna feel disrespected if he says no. But like, really, he shouldn't say no.
If you went into it,
really, he should say no.
If you went into it, like, let's say we set like this charter going forward of like, this is the deal. We're going to 1-3 this year. Cool. That's where we're going. But at any point we say stop, then we're not going to go to 1-3. Although I think we have to hit 1-3. But let's say 1-3 plus. So we go like 1-3. It's like, yeah, okay, 1-3 wasn't bad. We can do 2-6. The charter for this year is the same. If anybody says hit the brakes, well, we hit the brakes. We talk about it, but we hit the brakes. That's ultimately, if that's still the final call out for a serious discussion, that's it. We reapproach that at 2-6. And we say, all right, we're going to 5. Cool for the next year? All right, we're going to 5. No, somebody says hit the brakes. Well, okay, then we got to talk that through, and then final decision made from there. So if you go into it each year ahead of time, like we're renewing our charter to each other of like we're going to do this or we're not, and go from there, then yeah, contractually you're kind of bound by an agreement, let's say, that you agreed to grow or not, or to attempt to grow, and somebody can say no, we're done, and that's like the marriage agreement. That's just what it is. So going into it ahead of time is like, yeah, I guess if you both agree to that, and
that could very easily like beneficially turn into like one of your getaway trips, like end of year or super into the early new year, like going away for, like I've seen, I forget who it was that posted that, but like they go for 3 days, and like it is their business like retreat. Structure, like get ready for the new year type thing. Take that 1 year at a time. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's probably the only way to really do it. And still doing, like, if you're running it together, which you would do this with business partners anyways, you quarterly meet and discuss, like, how do we feel this is and all that junk.
When we wrote a 1 and 3 and 5 year goal down the other day, and my only comment when I wrote it was, you said that Jeremiah's plans like 10 and 20 and 30 years in the future. My sales goals that I put down, I don't know what $3 million feels like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I hate putting $5 million on a piece of paper, not knowing what $3 million feels like. Because I feel like once I write it down, it's like,
It's kind of real.
That's what I'm going for. And so what I said is I just want to make sure that I haven't lost myself at 1 million.
Which is valid.
And 3 million.
Yeah. You don't know what it's going to take.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a sense of, I mean, 5 million contingent on how 1 and 3 go. I mean,
and it might be something to where, like, we have so many systems and processes in place at 5 million that is like, 10 million is not, I mean, you have everything in place. It's just extra people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but you also have to
you so.
You also have to look at the monetary side of, like, you both got to be on the same page. And this is just speaking to an audience, not to Caleb and Brittany. Like, you got to be on the same page about, like, what drives you. Because, like, if you get to 5 million and money drives you, like 10, 15, 20, 30 is going to start sounding really, really nice.
Well, I know. So, like,
and if the other one is not driven by money.
We've had money, but we don't have, like, a ton of money. So I'm scared of, like,
you don't know what that feels like.
I don't know what more well-off Caleb and Brittany are like.
Mm-hmm.
More well-off Caleb might be like, I'm good with this. And Brittany might be like, I want more.
What color is your
vice versa.
Bugatti? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is a very like that's
so, like, because money changes people.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
money
I hope
brings out the inside.
I would say, money doesn't change
Okay.
you; it exposes.
Yeah.
I hope that it's not like
I'm told, anyways. I don't really know yet, but you know.
I just hope that it's not like
I feel like I'm the same guy
you
with
get
$100 as I am with $143.
Exactly.
I don't know what the numbers are, but say you're making $200,000 a year at 5 million. I literally have no idea. I've never ran the math.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, at 10 million you could make 400,000.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I don't know how shallow of if I'm being honest, I don't know how shallow of a person I am.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose my husband and my children along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I just
such a
I want to
slippery
make
slope. It feels like
whatever I can do to put in place to make sure there's, like, accountability along the way of Brittany, you're losing your mind. Like, something's wrong with you. And I don't know who that person is to say it.
Yeah.
I think if we decided to go that route, like if we decided to really push grow, I think I would have to have some other accountability people that we were like that we talked to about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I have to have the ins and the outs. I don't think that I could do that with it just being us two. And it wouldn't be my parents. It wouldn't be anybody close to my family. There'd be no family involved. It would be somebody who's running a business, like, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know who I would pick right now. Like, I don't know what I would look for in that. That might change as you grow. But it would be, I would have to have some outside accountability. I think
that's a smart way to do it.
Because that, like, you go, I don't know. Because I don't think you can both, you don't know what kind of headspace you're going to be in.
I don't know.
Like, God forbid we try to have kids and Savannah has 4 miscarriages and we're at 2 million. Like, her headspace is going to be in a different headspace than we were when we said we were going to grow. So, like, how do we sit there and make good, logical decisions with it just being us?
Yeah, that's a good case for peers, mentors, and coaches.
So, I mean, coach, peer group, whatever you want, however you want to look at it. For me, sitting here right now, I think it would be we would handpick like one set of people. I don't know that I would want to go do it in a group for that.
Right. Yeah.
Not that a peer group is bad.
I just feel like it would be someone that you've asked permission from to just, can you just be on speed dial?
At all times.
And if you happen to see me doing something that you think is out of character, just freaking let me know.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I think that's the only way that I could see it. I mean, what is your take? What is your thoughts? Like
I'm just confused a little bit on like what you mean.
What do you mean?
You're talking about accountability for what exactly?
Like how we like the growth process, like how we act, how we
live our life, how we are with money,
losing yourself. Like if, say you guys did it, say you guys just decided you were going to grow to $20 million. But I saw that you were going on vacation with the kids by yourself.
Mm-hmm. So would you not, I'm genuinely,
and like you were never on the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
Like I would see that it looked like Jeremiah would be pulling away. Mm-hmm. Or you guys would just.
We'd be going different directions.
Yeah.
And so then I would call you.
Do you think that it necessarily.
Thanks for signing up, Brittany.
You're welcome.
It needs to be somebody business, or should it be someone who knows you?
No. I mean, obviously, we're talking hypothetical. We're talking through this.
Yeah, not from your inner circle.
well, by the way,
you're still a candidate, Brittany.
Another esoteric joker. But by the way, I would be an advocate for like all the above. You would have a marriage people you talk to. You'd have a business coach or guide.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have like 3 people, especially. Yeah, I'd say you probably have 3 people you reach out to.
Yeah, I guess if you're just, you're sitting here saying somebody that knows you, that if you're out of doing things that are out of character, or
you're saying like, are they like live with you like in your everyday life?
Well, just
like,
someone that
locally?
knows you. Like if you're doing things that are like out of character, and somebody just somebody who's going to be able
it has to be
whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to be
on it.
Yeah, I think it can be anybody that you know. It doesn't have to be local.
I didn't say local.
Yeah. 100%
I
has to be somebody you know.
was like, you were just saying business related only, and I was like, well,
no. I'm saying there has to be some type of someone out there who you believe is a good fit that will stand up to what you're asking them.
Yeah.
And not be too emotionally involved, because that's the thing. Like, you could potentially, one of you could burn a relationship. That's not the goal. Like, that's not the. But if they tell you no and you are like dead set on, then like, what do you like? You're taking her side. Yeah. That's worst case.
But that's also your. It's a decision. Yeah. Hopefully,
but that's why you would. That's pick why that you person. Would do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they love you enough to like.
They do it.
To burn the bridge, like, dude, you're way out of line here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's who you want. You want somebody to tell you the ugly truth.
Yep.
In all your dealings in life, for that matter.
Yeah.
The Ugly Truth. Be a good show name.
The Ugly Truth. I don't know. That's good.
One thing, just we were talking with Mark Bradley. He said that something that was really important, or he feels is very important, because we talked to him about marriage, and he said that we need to have like a hard cutoff time where we stop talking about business. And so now that you guys are going into it, like 6 o'clock, because he said more times than not you'll find it's 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and here you are talking about, well, did you forget to do this in the business, or I forgot to make this phone call, or this proposal didn't go out. And instead of it being like one-on-one, like loving time with your spouse, here you are, you've put up a wall and built all this anger against each other.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm trying to work on now. Like, in the same sense that you're not going to call a law office at 7 p.m. and get a response until 9 a.m. the next day. Like, if we think of something at 7 p.m., like, that's going to get a response at 8 a.m. the next morning. Like, there's no reason, just because you're a small family-owned business, that you should operate any different. And that's down to answering the phone. That's down to all that stuff. Conversation between you.
It's just so hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because
it's hard.
you can say that, but when, Joe down the street's answering his phone at 8 o'clock, and like in this business, and it's so competitive and other people are doing it, I'm not saying it's right.
It's
I'm
a
just
case
saying
by
it's
case
hard.
scenario.
I'm just saying it's hard. You know, when everybody else is doing it and it's so as competitive as it is and you're trying to grow, it's hard to stick to that.
Probably the exception would be like you're saying Christmas lights is like there's a window a month we are on call.
Yep.
Like practically.
And you both know that.
Right. And again, both parties know and agree.
And you could say spring rush from March 1st to April 1st. Like when work is actively coming in.
Whatever parameters you
like
both
this month
agree
is going to suck.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to prepare for that month. You're going to debrief halfway through that month, and then you're going to take a break at the end of that month. Like you put parameters in place to get through it.
And some people will look at that like, oh, it's all these steps. Like you got to do this, and you got to talk here and there, and that's that way for everything. If you're not going to put effort into it, you guys, it's not going to work. Whether it's a marriage or a business.
Yep. Exactly.
You can't just because something's not working, you can't just throw it away. It's like
and like to your answering the phone thing, but like a simple way to combat that, make a custom voicemail that says, if you've called me after 6 p.m., I've received your message. I'll return your call first thing at 8 a.m. in the morning. And you stick to that.
Right.
And like anybody that's listening to that is going to say, okay, I'll expect a call back. But if you don't have that set up, then they're just going to be like, well, I'm going to call the next guy.
I don't know when I'll get a call,
Exactly. Like little stuff like that. I don't know if I'd ever told you all this, but there was somebody, I genuinely don't remember who it was. I don't know if he was local. I don't know who it was. He made a voicemail every morning with his day planned out. Every single day he would record a custom voicemail. Cool. And he would say, I'm going to be in the office from 2 to 4 today. If I miss your call, I'll give you a call back.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I thought to myself, like, that is 60 seconds every morning.
Or I can tell you I will answer your call between 2 and 4.
Exactly.
And if I don't, I'm on the other line and I'll call you right back.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
And he literally put the date. He was like, today is February the 12th. This is my agenda. I'm in a meeting. I'm out of town. I'm going to make, like, whatever.
Man, that's a baller move. And you could also, something I always thought Rookie did was cool. In his voicemail, he listed out what neighborhoods he serviced. Yeah. So, like, right
Brian
there,
does that too,
that thins that out, like, immediately. Like, that's so smart. Such a smart way to just
But what it is
crap.
it's hard because it's like, it's 60 seconds every day.
Yeah, that would take a lot of discipline.
It's a simple process.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a simple process.
Especially with the iPhone, it's so easy to just
You just press record and make it a custom. But like, think how much work between having a custom voicemail like that and having something that you say you communicate to the customer. I don't answer after hours, but you will get a call back.
Right.
I'm not ghosting you. I'm spending time with my family. I'll call you back in the morning like a normal business does.
Or that would be like a great way to time block. So we've been talking about like non-interrupted estimating time.
You don't feel bad for answering.
I return phone calls between 2 and 4.
And you don't feel bad for not answering that call.
Right.
Because you know that they're receiving.
Rules are freedom, right?
Mm-hmm. And they know they know what they're going to receive.
They know it. Now you got to stick to that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more accountability. But like that's how business grows, I believe. Like if you can't
I don't
stick
think
to
you can
little
grow
crap
without
like
accountability. I really don't.
Nope.
Accountability to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, have y'all had anyone that you've like kind of grown like?
We've never been accountable to anyone other than ourselves.
Yeah. And that's something not like trying to be any type of way, but like I think that's something that I want to make sure we do early on, like because I think it will save a lot of headache and conversation. Like
I think
because you can take a situation that you're both caught up in. You're not going anywhere outside. And just be like, screw it, we're talking to them about it. They're going to give us outside point of view, outside of like, and you both could be like, oh, thank you. Like, it's a different set of eyes.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, they made this make sense.
Didn't we call them like 3 weeks
Yeah, like
ago?
literally we did that with y'all like a month ago. And we got off that and we were like,
oh yeah.
So nice.
We're not going to kill each other. Okay.
I think that if we would have hired someone a long time ago, like you guys are talking about just doing or having someone or whatever, I think that would have changed dramatically the trajectory of the business, because a lot of times we're just spinning in circles because
and you're getting nowhere.
Neither one of
you
us
get nowhere.
Are willing to give in. We are much more mature now than we have been. And just having like you said, just having someone to bounce the idea off of. And it's like, am I totally out of line here? Because I'm seeing it from my side of things. And you can ask your employees, but your employees just aren't there.
Nah, it's got to be somebody that's not. To me, it's got to be somebody who's not affiliated with your business.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be somebody that align with your same goals, values, purpose, like wanting to go the same direction, but not somebody that's like in or around your business. Not a family member. I'm not bringing a family member into the mix. Like, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. Business and family, I've learned to stay away from as much as I possibly can.
Would you hire them for anything?
Hire family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to, but hire my brother.
I was literally like, you're talking a lot. Just to hire their brother. But okay,
is that an exciting thing?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. But I mean, I don't know. Expectations come into play there a lot. So you gotta have clear expectations along the way.
Yeah.
Very clear expectations.
Well, I don't want to hold y'all any longer. It's getting late. But I love getting in a conversation like this. It's good.
Yeah.
Started out rough. I hope people stay for the
I was about to
middle
say.
part.
We might have to cut the first half just to get them to this. Or take the front and put it to the back. Like,
yeah, maybe do that.
Flip it.
well,
Guys, we mixed this one up a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would really keep people intrigued. Well, that's going to wrap this one up. It's midnight, if you can't tell in our voices. Heavy convo tonight, but I think there was a lot of value in it. Where can everybody find you if they want to follow along with your 1.3 journey?
At Auman Brittany on Instagram, at Auman Landscape on Instagram, all the platforms there, and Kid Contractor Podcast, Hardscape Academy. We do all that stuff. Million irons in fire.
That's right.
There you go.
All right, guys. Without any further ado, just going to wrap this one up. Top line to the moon.
We wish you guys the best. We love you guys and hope you go after it. And if you are serious about your sales goal, I'm gonna lean on you about it. So
yeah, let's do it.
There you go. Cool.
Woo.
Awesome.
Put the things you talk about into action when you go out there to spring. Spring's right around the corner, a couple weeks away. It's gonna be a wild time. It's gonna be stressful. Stick to it. Push through. You're gonna get through it. Find a good accountability partner, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.